Bikini Pro, Season 1, Episode 3. I feel like these weeks are flying by, but it makes me more pumped because as we're documenting all this, whoever wants to join me on this journey can join me, and I can look back at all of this and track everything, because during prep everything moves so quickly that it's easy to just get caught up and not take a second and savor everything. So I feel like these weekly videos give me an opportunity to look back at the past week and really reflect on what happened, what's going well, what's not going well, and just savor the process even more than I normally would. So let's get into it. Almost 7 weeks into prep right now. Holy crap. I feel like this series is flying by, but also time is flying by. Lots of progress being made. I feel like it's more visible now. There's that period of time where you're pushing and pushing and you don't really feel like you see it. I 100% can see the progress in the mirror now, and things are changing day by day. So I'm super excited. I'm still not sharing what my goal show date is for that peace of mind that I referenced in the last video, but I don't know, I might share it because I feel very at peace with where I am and the progress and how it's going. So who knows, maybe I'll share that next time. But I did want to give you guys the regular rundown. So we're going to go over training, nutrition, cardio, mindset and energy, and any other miscellaneous updates from the past week. All right, training has not changed. Training is the same as last week, and I'll run through the split again this time just so that for the record. Day 1 is glutes, day 2 shoulders, day 3 yoga. I asked for my active rest day, my yoga day, to be in the middle of the week because I find that in the middle of the work week is when I truly need to recover. The weekend I have more energy, I have more time on my hands when not working my 9 to 5, and I just find that's when my body needs a little bit more time to recharge. Day 4, upper glutes. Day 5, back and biceps. And day 6, glute and hamstrings. Day 7, arms. So that is all the same. Nutrition. We have another drop, guys. So again, want to get aggressive, and then Shelby said she might pull it back or give me refeeds as needed. My protein is at 150, my carbs are at 165, and my fats are at 45. So last week my carbs were at 185, and that was really the only change that was made last week to this week. My protein and my fats are still the same. I like to split it up into 3 square meals. I find that it's easier for me to just have breakfast, lunch, and dinner when I'm working from home. I kind of have natural breaks in the day where I can make my food, and I really like making it fresh. Obviously, you guys know that I order my proteins from MegaFit Meals, but I really like preparing my meals fresh. I'm also gonna do a full day of eating, which I already recorded yesterday, which I'm super excited about. But I'll kind of go over high level what my meals are. In the morning, I like having my protein oatmeal. For lunch, I like having white rice with MegaFit Meals shrimp, some seasoning, and then macadamia nuts on the side. And then for dinner, I like to have kind of a Chipotle bowl with some added fiber in there as well. So I have white rice, then I have steamed lentils that I mentioned in the first episode of this series from Trader Joe's. They're super easy and so good. And then I top that with either chicken for MegaFit Meals or steak for MegaFit Meals. Both are so delicious, but steak is just it feels like such a treat at the end of the day. And then I have guacamole, which I like to get little packs from Costco. You can get wholly guacamole pretty much anywhere. It's pretty much the same thing. They have similar equivalent at Trader Joe's. And then I put some salsa on there. I've been loving this salsa that I'll show in my full day of eating. It's Sonoma salsa or something like that, but it is so good, and I got it from Costco, so I highly recommend it, and I am definitely going to show it in my full day of eating. And then I put a little pepper, and yesterday I put a little chili and lime seasoning from Trader Joe's on top, and it was delectable. I really have been loving having a sparkling water also at night. It's kind of like a dessert, but I could split my meals up into more. I just find that as I'm naturally going through the day, those are the natural breaks that I have to eat before I log on for work or right when I log in for work and when I'm preparing for the day, going through emails. My lunchtime, which I do have a scheduled lunch. However, sometimes there's meetings over it. It really depends, but I have been in a lot of back-to-back meetings recently. So I've been finding it super helpful that I have MegaFit meal proteins on hand. So I just throw my rice and my shrimp and everything in a pan, cook it for a few minutes, and then, put it into my glass container and eat it while I'm working. And then after work, I train, and then I come back and I have the dinner after I shower and everything. So that's how I've been having my meals. My last drop, I had a snack in the middle of the day right before training, which was rice cakes and peanut butter and some honey and pink Himalayan sea salt and cinnamon. However, because my macros dropped, I cut that out. They were caramel rice cakes too. It was such a treat. I am totally fine with that. I don't feel super duper hungry yet, even though we're definitely digging a little bit deeper. But I'm satiated throughout the day, and I think that it's mainly because I'm eating all whole foods. I've really been limiting my use of artificial sweeteners or prepackaged or with a lot of sugar. Like, I don't find myself having crazy cravings, which is really exciting, because I started this when I was in my improvement season, where I was eating all of these good for me foods, no gluten, not as much sugar, and I found that the transition into prep was a lot easier because I didn't have to deal with any crazy cravings. But I will show you guys all of my meals in my full day of eating. I just wanted to give you a quick overview of what my meals look like throughout the day. For cardio, that has also been bumped. Last week, I had 5 45-minute miss sessions where I keep my heart rate above 130. However, that has been bumped, and it's 5 sessions of 45 minutes where I keep my heart rate above 130 for the entirety. Of course, there's a warm-up period, but really you're supposed to just keep it up there. I really like to keep a close eye on my heart rate as I'm doing my cardio to make sure that I'm really hitting that target to make the most of that time. You'd be surprised how your heart rate can slow down or get accustomed to doing that amount of cardio. So making sure that you track it, or for me, making sure that I track it is really important, because sometimes I'll look at it and I'm like, wow, I am at 120 or 117 or something, and I really got to pick it up. So I dial it up, either incline or speed, because I think my body is getting used to doing this amount of cardio, and it's kind of just becoming accustomed to it. One of the things that I have been adding in is Inspired has non-stim and stim, so with caffeine and without caffeine, Ember capsules, which are fat burners, and I like to have those before I do my cardio. So that's something I've been incorporating as well. Top of the 5 sessions of LISS/MISS, I have 2 HIIT sessions per week, and those HIIT sessions are 8 rounds of 30 seconds high intensity, and then 1 minute and 40 seconds low intensity, and then 20 minutes of steady state immediately following. Like I mentioned this in the last video, I am at anywhere between 11.5 and 12. And I also don't grab on the rails when I have to turn it down. I press 3 and then I slow myself down with the treadmill. So I'm truly running a little bit extra, but I like to do that. It makes me feel athletic, and I really feel like I'm pushing my limits, and I'm completely gassed by the end of that. I did it today, and it still never gets old. I am dead by the end, and I love that feeling of pure exhaustion. There's something about completely exhausting your body that is so gratifying. And anyways, I really like HIIT, big fan. I know that it's like controversial sometimes to have HIIT programmed in because it'll kill your gains, or your body's not fully recovered. I haven't had issues, and I feel like my body's been pretty fresh. But as I said in the last episode, if it ever becomes an issue with my recovery or anything like that, I will be sure to let Shelby know. I'm very transparent with my training, everything like that. Get out of the coaching relationship what you put into it. I give good feedback. I let her know what's going on, and she can adjust the plan as needed. I do like to just follow the protocols, but if there's something that I think that needs to be improved or feedback that I have, I am not afraid to give it. However, I am I follow orders well, I joked about this one time, but when I went pro, I was like the day I went pro, I was basically like snacking on a rice cake, and that was like my meal for the day, because we wanted to keep me at exactly how my physique was looking when I woke up in the morning, and we just kind of like basically kept me from like starving of hunger. But like I did it, what she says, I follow orders, I follow the protocol, but I think it's important to give feedback. Benching just as needed. Moving on to mindset and energy. I have been in a great mindset this week. I think that it's mainly because I am seeing progress. I'm definitely digging deep, but I feel like everything is starting to work like a well-oiled machine. You know, like I'm waking up for my morning cardio, jumping out of bed, excited to go do it and get my day started. And when I go for training, I'm like really hitting it hard and pushing the weight and still feeling very strong and confident. I sometimes will even like lift heavier when I feel good. And like, I know there's like, you know, look good, feel good, but to be honest, I swear, when you can see your pump in the mirror and you're working and you're pushing the weight, I don't know, sometimes I just like lift heavier or push myself even more when I can see the progress. So I'm starting to get to that phase where I'm in prep and I'm just like, holy crap, like I see these changes daily, and it is a beautiful thing. Because for a while there, I felt like I was like pushing and pushing and not seeing that much progress in the mirror, but I'm seeing it now and it feels really good. It feels really good. So the mindset is solid. Also, it doesn't hurt that it's been super sunny in San Francisco lately, because it's been rainy for quite a while now, and the sun is out. We are able to go for walks. It is nice. So that is definitely adding to a positive mindset and outlook, you know, when I get up in the morning. The other thing I wanted to touch on is energy. While we are digging deep, I still feel pretty satiated, like I was saying. So I'm able to push myself for cardio, for training. And I also think that I have enough energy for work, mental energy, because it does take a lot. And sometimes by the end of the day, my brain's absolute mush, but I still feel like I'm able to tackle work projects and, you know, just like everyday activities with mental energy. Because one thing that I do notice as I go through prep is sometimes I just feel like exhausted, like beat. And that really does come towards the end of prep, when you're really, really deep into prep, where sometimes mental tasks or even like walking upstairs, you're like, oh, wow, those stairs. But what I've been doing to purposely push myself is all the things that I would normally do, like always taking the stairs, you know, walking the way that gives me extra steps, all those types of things. I've been trying to make sure that I keep doing those things as I progress through the weeks in prep, because I don't want my NEAT to go down. And NEAT stands for non-exercise activity. I can't remember what I can't remember what the T is for. But basically all the calories and energy that you expend that isn't actual exercise, where you are intentionally doing exercise. So I've been trying to keep my NEAT up as I go through prep, because that can also have an impact without us even noticing it. So that's something I've been doing intentionally. Other updates. So a fun update to share is that yesterday, my boyfriend and I purchased a used bike from the gym, and like my heart, I was so happy. Anyways, let me tell you the full story. So we saw this bike on sale at the gym, and it has been there for months. And apparently they're selling all of their Matrix spin bikes, because they're getting like a new batch of them from another gym in the city that is closing their spin studio. So I've seen it on sale for a long time. I was like, oh, like I don't need that. I wasn't super interested in it. But then my boyfriend suggested, hey, like, what if we got that? So I reached out to the team at Fitness SF, and I'm like pretty good friends with them because I see them every day. I say hello, good morning, good afternoon, and they all know me by name. I'm there twice a day. So like, I want to have a positive impact. Anyways, I've made friends with the staff, right? So I asked them, I was like, hey, how much is the bike on sale for? And they had mentioned that it was at first on sale for $800, but or well, the bikes were on sale for 800, but no one was buying them, so they dropped it to 600. And I was like, ooh, that's a really good price. But I wasn't done yet. So my boyfriend and I were thinking about it, and we said, oh, we should offer 500 and see what they say. So I kind of like floated the idea by them one time. I was like, if it ever drops to 500, like let a girl know, I will definitely purchase it. And then they talked to the manager, and they got back to me. I was walking into the gym and I said, hey, Maya, you can buy it for 500. What? Okay, so I was obviously elated. I texted my boyfriend and I was like, we got it, we got the deal. And so we decided that we were gonna get it this weekend, went and purchased it and brought it over. And while we were rolling it over, because the gym is so close to our home that we just like rolled it home, while we were doing that, I looked up how much it is online, and this bike is typically, I want to put a picture of it over here, like how much it is. It is sometimes, it's like $2,500 to $3,000, and we got it for $500. Shook. Like that is so awesome. And then yesterday, after we got it back, I purposely saved my cardio for doing it on the bike after we got it. And I was supposed to just have lists, but I kind of did some hit. And then I finished with some lists, but I used a spin class on YouTube. I will post it over here or over here. And it was so much fun. Like, I used to be a big SoulCycle or flywheel junkie when I was in New York. So I just felt so alive. And I don't know if you guys have ever done a spin class before, but at the end when they say like motivational things and they're pushing through it and the instructor's like speaking to you, I feel like she's speaking to my soul. And I like almost teared up yesterday on the bike. And I was just like, one, I'm so grateful to have a cardio machine at home that I can get. Oh my God, I'm gonna get emotional right now. I have a cardio machine right now. Like nothing can stop my goals. If I'm working late, if I'm working early, I can still get my cardio in. So that just made me feel really good. It felt like it was like we manifested this cardio machine. I know that sounds so cheesy and a little over the top, but it just feels right, you know, like when everything is just working in your favor and things are happening for you. And anyways, I just felt so alive after that session. And then I did a little stretching session after with the same YouTube spin class instructor, and I highly recommend her if you want to try it out. I'll post the stretching one that I did over here on screen so you can see it. I'll put the link in the description so that you can try out her spin class if you have either a spin bike at home or you want to do it at the gym, because I could not believe how much fun I had. Cardio was just like transformed for me. So I'm gonna have to let Shelby know that I want to do some of my cardio on there. I might do some hit sessions at the gym and some here, as well as some of my list sessions, because I really enjoyed it here. It breaks up kind of like what can be very monotonous on a treadmill. I just felt very alive. I felt like I even burned more calories. It was awesome. So highly recommend that. And then another fun update, Owen has been like making like these cool macro meals this week, which I think is, anyways, I've just been loving seeing him test out different stuff. And today he made like this chicken nugget like wrap thing. Anyways, so he got the chicken, he cut it up, and then he coated it in Italian panko breadcrumbs with an egg wash, and then in the panko breadcrumbs, just like shake it up in a container. And then he put them in the air fryer, and it turned out phenomenal. So basically I'm gonna definitely work that into my off season or like improvement season meals for sure. And then he had a flour tortilla, sprinkling of cheese, and then I think he might have he didn't put sauce in it. Sprinkling of cheese, and then wrapped it up and then air fried the whole tortilla wrap thing, and it looked incredible. So I don't know if anybody's in their improvement season, but do it up because that looked awesome. And I can't wait to have that when I can. The other thing that he made recently that I thought was really cool is chili. He made chili, and it was like this really high protein chili. And I think during my improvement season, I'm actually gonna like steal his meals and make some meals and show you guys recipes, because I'm super inspired by how creative he's getting while still like hitting his macros. I just thought that was a really cool update to share. So I'm really inspired by his meals, and they all look delicious, and I like seeing him doing his thing. I'm still loving all the meals that I'm eating, obviously, but it's really cool to see what he can create. Other updates. Today's Easter, so happy Easter. It'll be belated by the time you see this. And then the other thing I wanted to say, besides happy Easter, was that my brother and his, oh my gosh, wife, they got married last year, and this is the first time that they've been in the Bay Area since then. So my stepdad and my mom threw like a celebration for him, for all of our family to get together, and it was like at this like more upscale bowling place in San Mateo, and it was called Pinstripes, and it was so nice. There was like an open bar, they had sparkling water, so I was like, yes. And I just put like some lemon in there. Everybody had the open bar, and then they had a buffet of food and stuff. But it was really, really nice to see my brother and his wife, Katie. I really like her. I'm very, very happy that she's officially in the family now. She's felt like family for many years now. So like, it's finally official. I don't feel like much changed because like I felt like they've been married since like, I don't know, since I first met them, to be honest. Like, you know, when you meet somebody and you're just like, wow, they're perfect for each other. Well, they are. So it was really nice to see them, and then to see other sides of my family. So my mom's side, obviously, and then my stepdad, his family, and they were all meshed in there, and we were bowling, and Owen came, and it was really fun. So that happened on Thursday. And that was a fun update as well. And I brought my meal with me. I had my my typical dinner meal, like the Chipotle bowl type vibe, and it was delicious. So those are my updates for the week, and we covered off on training, nutrition, cardio, mindset, and energy, as well as miscellaneous updates. So that is it for today. Oh my goodness, wait, I forgot one thing. I was gonna show you guys my posing videos. So here's some videos of posing from today, and then I will also share my check-in pictures as well. I feel like I'm really owning my posing again. I'm feeling the sass. I'm listening to music as I do it, and I think you have to like kind of like get in a mood and like turn it on. And that can be hard for me because that's not really my energy when I walk around every day, but I'm really starting to feel confident in it. And I know that it does come more easily to me when I'm deeper into prep, because I know how much hard work I put in, and I want to show it off to the best of my ability. But I'm really feeling it this week. So I'll show you guys the videos, and I will share my check-in pictures here. And I think the only other thing I was gonna say is that stretching has been improving. My splits are getting better. Maybe I'll show a video of that here, or maybe I won't, because I can't remember if I took one yesterday. But if I did, I will share it here. That is it for episode 3 of Diary of an Ifbb Bikini Pro. Thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I forgot to say, if you have any questions, please leave them below, and I will answer them in the next video. Thank you so much, and have an amazing week.